Hey, have you heard of ClickBank? Have you seen any of our blogs? I'm responsible for those. I'm Daniel Thrasher, and I manage the ClickBank blog. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to create an entire blog article for affiliate marketing. Make sure to stick around until the end. Welcome to the content writing module. Along with keyword research, writing is the most important piece of SEO. In this module, you're going to learn what makes content good, what types of articles you should be writing, and how to actually write your own article. I'll even talk about how to outsource the work to AI or other content writers, but let's start by just understanding what content is and how to make it the best it can be. If you've been in the SEO world for any length of time, you've undoubtedly heard people use the phrase, content is king. It's sort of a no-duh claim, but you know what? It's still worth reminding people because too many people would rather look for shortcuts to rank by gaming the search algorithm rather than by providing the most value with their content. In fact, Google hates it when people create content specifically to rank in search. As I mentioned before, in a perfect world, you'd create content that's just really good, and then your audience would naturally discover it and link to it. But this online utopia, unfortunately, isn't real. You do still need to know the fundamental principles of SEO to get search traffic. But it is important to remember that in general, the most helpful and engaging content tends to get the best results. I can't promise that Google's algorithm will always recognize your genius, but you'll see more success when you put your best content foot forward. So what is good content? Here are 5 things to remember to make your content stand out. Number 1 is search intent. It accurately addresses search intent and provides a clear answer to any question the searcher is asking. Number 2 is content angle. It provides a unique viewpoint or take on the topic that stands out and is relevant to a particular audience. Number 3, scannable. It is formatted and written in bite-sized sections that are easy to skim. Number 4 is multimedia. It includes multimedia elements beyond text, such as photos, illustrations, infographics, tables, videos, buttons, and even interactive elements like quizzes or calculators. And then number 5, exclusive information. It features original research or data, first-hand stories, and media that people can't find elsewhere. And then number 6, a little bit of a bonus, the topic is evergreen, so people will still be searching for your content and getting value from it for years to come, maybe even 10 years from now. I'll show you all of these things when we go through the different articles to write. We also will have a downloadable checklist you can use to remind yourself what good content looks like when you go to write your own. Okay, it's time to look at the structure of a quality SEO article. We'll be continuing with the example of how to measure a putter for this section, but I encourage you to follow along with the article that you're writing. Okay, first let's talk about title. This is where you'll use that SEO title you came up with in the previous module. Then we have the intro. You'll provide brief context about what you'll be talking about in your article. This is a great spot to provide some kind of social proof or evidence about why someone should listen to you. Next, we have the answer target. We're going to touch on this more in a bit, but it's where you answer the specific question posed in the target keyword. This should be placed toward the start of your article. After that, we have initial CTA, or call to action. After you've answered the question, you've got goodwill from your reader. This is a great place to encourage them to take a desired action, such as learning more about the affiliate product you're promoting, signing up for your email list, reading a related article, etc. And then after that, the way the rest of your article is structured is with subheadings, relevant subheadings that allow you to dive deeper into your topic, or feature a list, or provide a series of steps. Whenever possible, you should use variations of your primary keyword and your secondary keywords inside of your subheadings. Next, we have the body, which is really just the content under each of those subheadings. I would say it's usually broken up into 200 to 300 word chunks. Make sure that the body text is always on topic. And then lastly, we have a conclusion at the end, which restates what the reader learned in the article and reminds them of the answer that you gave them to the question that they had. Then very last but not least, we have a final CTA, which is the best place to reiterate a prior call to action or switch it up with a different one. Again, learning about the product you're promoting, sign up for your email list, read a related article, anything that you feel will provide value. I filled out this outline for my how to measure a putter article example. As you can see, with just a title, intro, answer target, subheadings, conclusion, and final CTA, you've got the skeleton of your post already done. Every post you write should have these elements. Don't forget, we've provided a checklist you can reference. We're going to go over some different article types next, but keep an eye out for how everything from the intro to the CTA is present in each of them. When you go to write an article based on a particular keyword, it's a good idea to think about search intent. There will be different article types in the SERPs, as you remember, but I'm covering the ones you're gonna use the most often. There can be some overlap between these, but you definitely want any post you write to follow at least one of these formats. So first off, we're gonna talk about informational formats, informational content, and that is simply content that is designed to answer a reader's question or teach them how to do something. We're gonna talk about 3 types of informational formats: the answer post, the how-to post, and the listicle post. So the most basic type of informational post is a simple answer post. All you're doing here is answering a question, but you're doing it as thoroughly as you can. It usually starts off pretty close to the introduction with an answer target that can win you a featured snippet in Google SERPs, and you'll know that you should use an answer format if your keyword is a question. So one example of an answer format is, what is a rangefinder in golf? Next, the versatile how-to or tutorial type of post is an enormous format for bloggers. Chances are good that many of your posts are going to be a how-to or step-by-step tutorial for doing a specific thing. Note that you can also structure your how-to guides with a number, such as 5 tips for doing X or 7 steps to accomplish Y. And an example would be how to improve your golf swing step-by-step. And now we have the listicle, which is an irresistible blog format for readers because curiosity is built in. What are the 7 ways to, or the 11 best places? If you've ever seen BuzzFeed, they thrive on the listicle format with things like 23 tweets that prove some people are having a worse week than you are. For a more informational blog, the listicle simply provides a list of examples or answers for the query. And for a more informational style example, we have 11 best golf resorts for serious golf lovers. Okay, now let's touch on commercial content. As a quick reminder, commercial simply refers to content that's designed to facilitate a purchase by the reader. We're gonna cover 3 types of commercial formats: the product review post, the versus post, and the roundup post. First up, the product review is a foundational type of article for affiliate blogs because you're able to capture search traffic for people who are product aware and close to a purchase decision. This is a huge deal. If you do a good job of reviewing a product as an affiliate, you can get people to click your affiliate link and go buy much more quickly than with a more informational topic and article. And an example is MGS Eagle Rangefinder Review. Next, we have the versus post, which is also known as a comparison post, which simply pits 2 or maybe 3 products against each other to help your audience decide which one is right for them. I would usually pick 2 products that are similar and also market leaders in their category, because it doesn't do you a lot of good to write a comparison where one product is a clear winner right off the bat, or where one product is completely unknown and gets very little search volume. The point here is similar to the product review, which is to help someone who's very close to a purchase decision to get over that hump, choose one of the products, and of course, buy it with your affiliate link. An example here would be the MGS Eagle Rangefinder versus the Bushnell Rangefinder. And lastly, we have the ultimate example of a commercial post, which is the roundup post, also known as a buying guide. This is sort of the category level for a product, which is providing information about several different products of that same type. The advantage here is that you can potentially link out to a lot of different affiliate products at the same time in the same post, as long as they're all ones you would actually recommend to your audience. This kind of post also serves as a good hub for other product comparisons and reviews, meaning you can link out to each of the reviews you do on individual products within that category. And an example for this one might be the 7 best golf rangefinders in 2024. When you're starting out, I would focus on making your articles match one of the informational content formats. If you ever need a hint on which article type to write, just do a Google search for your target keyword and see what the other articles are doing. There may be more than one format there, in which case you should choose the one you think makes the most sense for your audience. I hope you got a lot of value from that video. Check out the link below or in the bio or wherever it is, and go over to Spark by ClickBank to start learning today.